If you've got back pain, what are some exercises you can do to alleviate it? That's what we're going to look at in today's video of Ask Yuri.
Ask Yuri. You've got a health and fitness question? I've got an answer.
Welcome guys, Yuri Elkaim here. Aquila, I'm not too sure how that's pronounced, has a question. What are some exercises or stretches we can do to ease back pain? Great question. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm no physiotherapist. However, I've worked with a lot of people who've experienced this, which is pretty much a lot of people. When I worked as a trainer, a lot of clients would come in to lose weight, build muscle, but there was always something in the way, and it was some type of injury, right? So it was knee pain, low back pain, shoulder pain, preventing us from doing a lot of really effective exercises. So you need to deal with those issues. Now, again, I can't really demonstrate properly some exercises in this position that I'm in right now and based on the camera angle, but I want to share with you something important. It's a great program called Fix My Back Pain. There's a link below this video that you can click on, and it's a buddy of mine, Rick Caselge. He is the exercise guy. So he's the exercise for injury guy, which means that this entire program has been developed to show you exactly what to do to ease back pain. So I would highly recommend that you check out the link below this video. It's awesome because Rick really knows his stuff. Now, while you're here, let me give you some suggestions. Okay, so first of all, the problem with a lot of back pain is it stems from, again, this is not something that happens overnight. This happens over years and years and years of simple wear and tear. What is wear and tear? Well, here's an example. Okay, you're sitting at your desk and you're slouched over. Okay, so that rounding of the back, what that does is it compresses your vertebrae and it pushes on the little jelly donut in between each vertebrae, which is your intervertebral disc. If you continually sit and you're constantly in that rounded position, your pelvis is tilted, all that stuff, your spine is not naturally in its normal alignment. Okay, your spine has this natural kind of S curve to it, and that's how it should be at all times. So when you're standing, you should naturally be standing nice and tall. And if you think about even sitting, right, when you're sitting down, you should, at the very minimum, you should be sitting with good posture. And here's something really important. Put something in your lower back, so like a pillow or some type of cushion to give you some lumbar support. Airplanes are the worst for this. For whatever reason, I don't even know who designed airplane seats, but for some reason they found that they thought that sitting in a bowl was good for our back, and it drives me crazy. Every time I'm on an airplane, I'm like, can I have a pillow, or I'm taking my jacket and I'm stuffing it on my lower back to get that natural lordosis, that natural curve back in my lumbar spine, because if it's not there, you're just sitting in this kind of concaved position and it's very uncomfortable. So again, you take that position as sitting on the couch, sitting at your desk, and you do that for years and years and years, and that's a lot of how this comes about. So first thing is you have to look at your posture. You have to look at keeping that natural S shape in your back. That lumbar support on your lower back when you're sitting can be very helpful. Another thing you can do if you're sitting at your desk is use a stability ball, one of those big bouncy exercise balls. Sit on that, and at least at the very minimum, it's going to force you to sit up nice and tall. It's going to work on some of the core musculature, which is going to help support your spine and prevent you from slouching back into your chair. The other thing you want to consider is tight hip flexors and tight hamstrings. Okay, so you want to do some hip flexor mobilization, some hip mobilization in general to open up those joints, get that fluid going through those joints again and loosening them up. When you're sitting, right, the act of sitting, the position of sitting, it forces your hip flexors to tighten and shorten. The same thing with your hamstrings. You need to do things that are going to lengthen and open those up. So whether that be yoga, specific types of stretching, like again, which Rick can show you, there's a lot of wrong ways to stretch, and unfortunately most people do that. And there are some really lesser known, very effective ways to stretch properly. And again, Rick can show you that in the Fix My Back Pain program. So again, it's a multifaceted approach. You want to look at avoiding things that are causing the pain, supporting the structure of your spine, at least when you're sitting. Also remember, when you're sitting directly on your tailbone. You're sitting directly on your spine. And if you think about, again, I mentioned this quite a bit in my videos, I find. When you think about our human body, we were not put on this planet to sit. We were put on this planet hundreds of thousands of years ago to move around and run and chase things and run away from things. sitting at a desk, and again, I'm guilty of this, like we all are, just our modern world. We need to get up and move around. So every 20 to 30 minutes, get up, just move, limber up, get out of that same static position, right? If you're spending all day hunched forward, well, how about spending a little bit of time in extension, okay? So just putting the hands in the lower part of your back and just extending back, squeeze your glutes together, and just open that up. Open up your chest, open up those, again, you're counteracting the movement that is causing the problem. Okay, so again, those are some simple things you can start doing. Go for a walk, limber up, open up your hips. Again, there's a lot of different things I'm talking about here, but I hope you're getting some of the idea here, okay? So once again, Aquila, I hope that helps. I think it should. And if you want more information on this, and if you want a very structured how-to program to really get rid of your back pain, again, click on the link below this video. It's awesome. It's a great program, and it comes with my highest recommendation. Not only is Rick a good friend of mine, but he is my go-to person with respect to injury stuff. So knee pain, shoulder pain, back pain, he's the guy you want to seek out. So thank you very much for the question. Hope that helps for everyone else. If you guys have a question, join me on Facebook. Like the page, join the community, ask your question on the Facebook wall. As you can tell, I'm very active on there. I do my very best to not only answer your questions on Facebook, but as you can see, I'm actually creating videos for you specifically, which is just my way of giving back and sharing my wisdom with you. So if you want your question answered, ask your question on my wall, and I'll do my best to create a video just for you in the upcoming weeks. Thanks again for watching. I'm Yuri Elkaim, and have a great day.